Hello, I'm Emma from the Commission for Children and Young People. This is a brief overview of Standard 10. I encourage you to also look at the Commission's online resources for more information and in-depth guidance. If you have a co-regulator, please also refer to their guidance on how to comply with this standard. Under Standard 10, your organisation must ensure that implementation of the Child Safe Standards is regularly reviewed and improved. Complying with the standards is not a set and forget exercise. Creating a child-safe organisation requires ongoing commitment, effort, and regularly reviewing your organisation's child-safe policies, procedures and practices. It also requires your organisation to be open to learning from mistakes and putting the interests of children first. To comply with this standard, your organisation must meet the following 3 minimum requirements. Minimum requirement 10.1. The organisation regularly reviews, evaluates and improves child-safe practices. Regularly reviewing your organisation's child-safe policies and practices will help you understand if they work, whether they are being followed by everyone in your organisation, and whether changes or improvements are needed. An annual review is good practice. Your organisation may need to review more frequently. For example, the law changes, or there's a child safety incident in your organisation that means you need to consider improvements. The review should also include an assessment of your organisation's compliance with the standards. A guide for creating a child-safe organisation provides a 4-step process for reviewing your child-safe practices that you can use. This process involves collecting information about what you currently have in place, consulting with your organisation's community, including children and their families and carers, about their experience of your organisation and how safe they feel, assessing the effectiveness of your child-safe practices based on what you have gathered, addressing any gaps or risks. Minimum requirement 10.2. Complaints, concerns and safety incidents are analysed to identify causes and systemic failures to inform continuous improvement. Looking at any complaints, concerns and safety incidents is critical to a review. Try to identify any underlying causes or issues, patterns in behaviours or practices, or any other themes. Reviewing breaches of your organisation's child safety and wellbeing policy or your code of conduct can help identify areas in need of improvement. Identifying safety gaps and working out how things could be done better will lead to a stronger system and safer children. Minimum requirement 10.3. The organisation reports on the findings of relevant reviews to staff and volunteers, community and families, and children and young people. The Royal Commission found that many organisations covered up allegations and incidents of abuse and prioritised their reputation over the safety and well-being of children. This minimum requirement requires your organisation to report on the findings and actions you take in response to your reviews of your child-safe practices. It is important to protect personal and sensitive information when reporting on findings of reviews, so you need to consider what information you will share and how. For example, you may be able to share themes or summaries of complaints and incidents while still protecting the privacy of those involved. It is especially important to consider the ongoing safety and well-being of any victim survivors. What are some ways children can be involved in reviewing an organisation's child-safe practices?
I think just having them in the actual review process is very important. We actually do have a voice and we do have a say, so actually having them in the actual process at the reviewing stage.
What sort of questions should you be asked?
I think asking them, like, what do you think needs to be improved? What do you think we're working well at? I feel like a lot of times, a lot of organisations tend to focus on the things that need to improve, but it's also really good to highlight and acknowledge what we're already doing well at, because that can sometimes help them improve. My challenge to organisations is to review the standards that are in place to make sure that they are not tokenistic in their values.